Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about 10:15 in Honolulu, 3:15 in New York. It is Monday, 7th day of December 2015, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. We do have the precious metals complex under pressure today, trading in essence a point to a point and a quarter lower on the day. First to gold currently at 71.72. The low today, 71.44, so we are right off of the low. And the high on the day so far is 86.85. Now, we did send out a special trade alert early this morning when gold first opened up in New York, recommending that we initiate a short position in the gold market. Traders taking that call, you're in roughly at 77.78. As I said, market's roughly at 72 now. We also made a recommendation for a stop. We'll talk about that as well as our upside target, all on today's daily report. If you recall from Friday's show, we had just witnessed a really strong upside move, one of the stronger upside moves that we have seen in a while, actually taking this market to a high of 10.88. Now that's this candle here. That was like a $24 plus day in terms of trading activity. The day prior to that, or Thursday, we had a nice $10 rise, and that was off of a new low roughly at 1051, 1052 in this area, and this is the low right here. As we opened in New York this morning, I saw a little bit of weakness coming into the market. So as I said, we did send out a special trade alert. You're short at 78. Our recommendation is to place your stop, and we'll tighten that if the market continues to move in our direction. But it's based upon these highs right in here that we're looking at, sitting at around a 10.89, 10.88. So your stop should be right in here. Your entry point is right about here. And as I said, the market is currently trading at 71 or 72. Now, one of the best ways to really illustrate the way this market began to move down after that dramatic move up on Friday, we'll look at some short-term studies. This is a 2-hour candlestick chart. You can really see the days split up in terms of what we saw on Thursday. This, of course, is Friday's activity in here. We did absolutely see some sort of top. And then over a period of time for the better part of Sunday here in Hawaii, which of course is Monday in Australia and Hong Kong, we saw the market have light pressure and then really amplified or sped up the momentum in terms of the downward trek as we got into trading in New York. So traders, one of the studies that I use for market timing in terms of when we enter or exit a trade are the short-term Henkin Ashi or Japanese average charts. And I put up a 120-minute, a 2-hour Japanese average chart to kind of illustrate that point. You can see this is that spike up that we saw on Friday. You can see we start going from very large bodied candles, no wick on the lower end, which is what you're looking for as the market moves up. But then all of a sudden, not only do you get wicks, but you start getting these doji candles in the center here. That's telling us that we could in fact be looking at a potential pivot point. And from there, you got red candles, but look at how they've increased in terms of body size. What that tells us is that the now current downtrend is actually gaining momentum or gaining strength rather than having it diminish. You can also see when you look at this short-term chart, different areas or pivot points in which the characteristics really are these small-bodied doji-like candles, really telling you that what we are about to experience is a potential pivot point. So that was another indicator that actually caused us to implement this trade in terms of timing early this morning. So traders, we absolutely have our trade in play and in place. We went short. As I said, we went short around 77, 78. Our stop is sitting just above this area, which is 1088, 1087.50. Want to make sure that if it goes and makes any kind of a new high, we get out, and so we are limiting our risk factor. Now, in terms of our exit strategy, should we be correct on this trade, which of course is much more important, we see that the market's coming down. We could in fact run into a little bit of resistance if it continues at about 65, 1065. It's based upon these tops, but my target on this particular trade is to see if the market wants to go to new lows or at least just test this area at around 1050. So those are our initial targets. Stop is in place, trade is in place. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you as always good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.
you.